So last time I was interviewing your actors, Vikram said one day he just came and said 60% of the film is complete, both the parts.
Vikram, when his scene is over, sometimes stays back and helps me in the direction department. It was really a teamwork, and it was possible only because the actors were so committed.
Gulzar Saab mentioned Guru. Which of his work stands out for you, which was also a big challenge for you to make music?
Movies like Nayakan and Talapati and Maunaragam. So when working with him, actually raises the bar. Like you're prepared that what he's going to expect, what can I give him to surprise him.
Gulzar Saab, you know, there's now OTT के वजह से इतना easy हो गया है दुनिया भर की history देखना, इतनी अच्छी documentary, सब कुछ एक remote पे है. आप समय निकालते हैं देखने के लिए?
बहुत कम हो गया.
Okay.
My viewing, to be honest, बहुत कम हो गया because बहुत कुछ पुछला दोहरा के तो उसको बेहतर समझने के लिए, to understand it more what I had understood earlier, some few things which you from history and from other writing.
What gave you the vision? Was it a success of a Baahubali or anything that you saw which went places that you thought, I also would like to enter this space, give a spectacle to the audience?
Yeah, in the sense that this is a film that I've been wanting to make for several years.
Yes.
You know, and tried it a couple of times, it just didn't come in. But Baahubali opened the door for us.
Sir, same question what I asked Rahman sir, I'll ask you. Today's audience that's watching, are they more finicky, choosy, as if I take you back 20 years?
नहीं, इस तरह की audience उस वक्त भी थी. Only the quantities have changed.
Yeah.
Today. I mean, the quantities keep changing, but audience of all kind were there. 20 years back, there were 20 different kind of narration, and before that, another 20 years behind, it was a different narration. But the audience for all kind of things was always there.
Always there.
Maybe some smaller sections, some bigger section. Today, the section has been widened. All that one can say.
Right, fair enough. Right, sir, you know, films that he mentioned, Guru, and you know, so many, we are a fan of all your movies. Every film is a challenge. What is the biggest challenge of a historical drama?
Everything is a challenge. Whatever challenge we have faced before gets multiplied by 10. You know, because we are talking of a period which we have indications of the kind of details that were there, but we don't have, especially in South, we don't have a single palace left, we don't have forts which are there, so we really don't have, we have to start from scratch. We know the names, we know where it was, the place is still there. There are indications of several things that are there, which were there during the Chola period. In fact, they are running a Chola tour where the book takes place. You know, the government is taking a tour for people, so and a lot of people visit these places. But we have to kind of put together the life that was there, the kind of palace, and to make it realistically as far as possible, and not make it cardboard, not make it like a, you know, costume drama, but make it real, make it breathe, you know, and that was the challenge.
Right. So last time I was interviewing your actors right here in this room, and you know, Vikram said one day he just came and said 60% of the film is complete, both the parts. so when did they all realize they were shooting they were shooting both together? Did you have a conversation with all actors, because they come, play their part, do their scene and go away? How many of them are involved actually and will ask you कि हम क्या बना रहे हैं साथ में?
Of course, I mean, they knew it from the day go. First time we met him, first thing we told them was that it's going to be done in 2 parts.
2 parts.
This story could not have been said in a single part, so they were all aware of it.
Right.
And it is not as though they come, they do the part and go. I don't let them go.
Nobody.
They remain with us, and we try to do it together. Each one, in fact, if for example Vikram, when his scene is over, sometimes stays back and helps me in the direction department. He'll sit next to the monitor and help us out. So it was really a teamwork, and it was possible only because the actors were so committed to it. And they were willing to take that extra step. And we did this through the COVID period. So it was difficult for them. They had to wait, they had to maintain, they had to keep their looks intact.
Yeah.
And they did all that for the film.
Right. You know, like Gulzar Saab mentioned Guru, which of his work stands out for you, which was also a big challenge for you to make music? That you will remember and you keep it in your memory?
The next one.
Best answer.
Actually, after a while.
Okay.
Because, you know, I'm so in awe of him. I'm still in awe of him. And, you know, movies like Nayakan and Talapati and Maunaragam. So when working with him, actually raises the bar. Like, you're prepared that what he's going to expect. What can I give him to surprise him? So that, you know, it inspires him. So that's been the whole idea. In this case, you know, like many of the youngsters are confused.
Right.
What is a tradition?
Yeah.
We're wearing all this stuff, all kinds of clothes, and we're trying to be something else. Where I think it's a sense of belonging has come by this.
Right.
And India actually is a vast country. It's nice to see, you know, the South culture, North culture, and all that stuff, and we celebrate each other. When you don't see one, and there's a kind of dominance, is when it's boring. So I think it's come at the right time.
Okay.
Where people are realizing.
Right.
I think I'm sure that the second part is going to reach much more bigger audience.
Right. Gulzar साहब, you know, there's now OTT के वजह से इतना easy हो गया है दुनिया भर की हिस्ट्री देखना, इतनी अच्छी डॉक्यूमेंट्री, सब कुछ एक रिमोट पे है. आप समय निकालते हैं देखने के लिए to just gain more knowledge, get to know more? आप
नहीं, बहुत कम हो गया.
Okay.
My viewing, to be honest, बहुत कम हो गया because एक तो ये मेरी लंबी concentration पहले जैसी नहीं रही.
Okay.
इसलिए parts में देख के.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I do today.
Okay.
And I'm more into reading once again.
Right.
बहुत कुछ पुछला दोहरा के तो उसको बेहतर समझने के लिए to understand it more what I had understood earlier.
You prefer.
Some few things which you from history and from other writings which you like to revise, to reading from classics once again. It comes back. It's always a circle.
It's always.
And with my age, actually, both of them are very young people.
He's younger than both of us. Any day. Look at him, look at the things that he's doing at the same time.
But the comfort which he's brought by coming into this movie is extraordinary. You know, we're like, we're in safe hands.
It's so nice.
That's really nice. So lastly, what I'll ask all of you is one question to you, Mani sir, that what gave you the vision? Was it a success of a Baahubali or anything that you saw which went places that you thought, I also would like to enter this space, give a spectacle to the audience?
Yeah, in the sense that this is a film that I've been wanting to make for several years.
Yes.
You know, and tried it a couple of times, it just didn't come in. But Baahubali opened the door for us.
Yes.
It did two things. One, it established that you can do a period film and still reach the current audience.
Yes.
It did second thing, that you can tell a story in two parts and, you know, people are okay with it. It doesn't have to be cramped into one. It is possible. So I think those two were big doors that were opened for this film. So it became easier for us to take on this film and make it.
Right. Last question to all three of you. Out of the three of you, today, after all these years and experience, what is a release day like? Gulzar साहब, what is a release day like? जब रिलीज होती है सुबह कैसा, कितनी एक्साइटमेंट होती है, क्या पढ़ते हैं, कहाँ से सुनते हैं, लोगों को क्या पसंद आया?
I think I have not made a film for a long time, but I can still understand what happens. I think one is, of course, the excitement and the suspense. Will it reach? Will it communicate? Will they understand? It's not the economics. More than that, for a creative person, it is what I am trying to say. Has it touched? Has it reached or not? I think that's a big curiosity always for every creative person, whether in music or in film, in cinema or painting or anything for that.
Does it reach in the way you made it?
Whether what you have tried and worked so hard to say, has it reached the point? Could I make the point? I think that's the big excitement.
Big excitement. Mani sir, for you, Friday, are there any nervous energies?
It's like your first film, you know. It hasn't changed. I thought after the first film I'll be a lot more comfortable, but it hasn't changed. So every film is like a first film. You don't know the answer, so you wait.
Right. Rahman sir, both for you too, when the song drops and when the film releases.
I'm always looking for It is terrifying. Terrifying because I think also here now we have groups of people tweeting about this.
Yeah.
And just watching first scene, that live commentary happening on Twitter. And just enjoy the movie and then probably
tweet later. That's right.
It's nice. As long as it doesn't get ignored.
No, absolutely. Great, so inspiring, and like I said, being in this space has been like, these 10 minutes I will always remember, always cherish. Big fan. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.